Today is February 19th, 2026. We're looking at the E-mini S&P chart from yesterday. Talked about this daily imbalance, the sell side inefficiency, buy side imbalance, and we did tap into it going up into the upper quadrant yesterday in the afternoon session. It did go up in there, pre-market or overnight trading, and then we did run in there 10 a.m. kind of hung around until 1, broke down, kind of played around in that range. Let me get rid of some of these. So we made it up in that midpoint area in the 4-hour, not quite. So it's showing respect to that lower quadrant. We have the 75% level right here, and it's not looking like it's willing to want to go above. If we made it up, we still could see price travel up into here and play around with some bodies in the upper quadrant, but it's showing discount sensitivity here. So that's kind of giving us a reason to look lower. And as we discussed, I mean, we have some lows down here that could be tapped into, but let's do our 3-day analysis. So 1, 2, 3. It's our regular high and our regular low. There's an intermediate term low. Regular trading hours. This is where these are supposed to go. So that's our opening gap for regular trading hours from a couple of days ago. Today, well, we want to have that marked out, but we also want to so I'll put these down, and I don't want to clutter my chart too much here. Actually, change the color of these so we know our current day gap. And we've almost filled that in entirely. I'd like to see at least tap into that. Again, halted trading hours gap that formed. Our 3-day kind of highs and lows. So it would be here. I always do my regular trading hours in that kind of maroon, so it's sort of close to the black, but not quite. So on the regular trading hours, we see this kind of inefficiency that was formed. So you sort of have an idea. So yeah, I think that's everything we need for the day. If we actually bring in some of those, this is a lot. Keep it around 6 there. So we have this new week opening gap that we've tapped into. Notice this right on that 50% level. You know, we made it above 50% of that daily kind of imbalance, but we got trapped by that, you know, midpoint consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. Here's our yearly fair value gap, first presented. Yeah, I see lower. That's my bias. Let's take a look at NQ. That we ran up and hit that new week opening gap. Closed within below 50%. That's pretty much what I was drawing out there, but let's capture it again. Last three. This low. This high. Regular trading hours. No like lows that clearly stand out. I'm gonna try and keep this consistent. Again, we have that fair value gap that formed over top of the daily volume or daily sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So this is looking like a high probability short to me right off the bat. when a PD array forms over top of a higher time frame PD array. That's exactly what I look for. Let's make sure the dollar is permitting. Okay, so that was my target for the week. So that was hit. Yeah, it's looking like upside is, that's like gun to my head. But now that we took that high out, we can, it's free to move lower if it wants to. There's still sell side below here, but like pretty much this is all we are looking for. This current moment, I think this is like the high of that initial sell model. But we're gonna keep these on the chart. Sweet, but yeah, if we see this accumulation here, that would be my reason to want to take that high out again before moving lower. Might want to drop it down. Midweek opening gap, new day opening gap, cluster. Price should return back into this area before moving higher, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oil taking the highs. Free to do as it wishes now. I would like to see higher, especially since if we close the week above this area, that's a very good sign. Then we can look for PD arrays like this one to take an entry off of to aim for this high. So let's see if this remains intact. Come Friday. So yeah, that's the review analysis as called all this week. So yeah, be safe.